Dear viewers, Assalamu alaikum. I pray all well, inshallah. Welcome back to another episode of Align with the Divine. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Qur'an, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وكذلك نري إبراهيم ملكوت السماوات والأرض وليكون من الموقنين. And just like this, we will show Ibrahim the kingdom of the heavens and the earth so that he can be from the muqinin. Muqinin basically has a link with the word yaqeen, which means complete, concrete, certain conviction. That's what it means. Why did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say this? A few ayahs after, Ibrahim alayhi salam, he is going on a thought journey. He's going on a thought journey. This ayah is very, very critical. So Ibrahim alayhi salam is saying, when the night came about, he looked at the stars and he said, like this is my Lord. And when the kind of night disappeared, he says, I can't believe in something that disappears. And then when he saw the moon shining in the night time, he said, look, this must be my Lord. And then when the night disappeared, he says, look, if my Lord didn't guide me, then indeed I would be from those who are led astray. And when he saw the sun clear in the daytime, he said, this is my Lord. This is the biggest. But then when the sun disappeared, he says, oh my people, I am free from what you, have do shirk in, like ascribe partners with Allah. And indeed, I turn my face to the one who has created the heavens and the earth, and I am completely free from those who ascribe partners to Allah. This is super, super very important, dear viewers. It's actually what this uncle in Cambridge, I steal a lot of his content. So I had to mention this in the video. I steal a lot of his content. So he was discussing this with me. And the wider point from this is that if as an ummah, we're scared to go into deep waters, then do we really have yaqeen in our belief? Meaning, if we don't take our thinking to places about the deen, about Islam, about the Qur'an, we don't allow our children to ask questions, we don't even allow our brain to go near those questions. As an example, you had the whole discussion about Aisha radiallahu anha marrying young. Why do people run away from things like this? Or for example, the whole idea of marrying more than one wife. In a Western society, people, they look down and they mock and they think this is backwards. Why are we scared to discover and explore why Allah brought these rulings down? He's the most wise. So the point I'm making from this ayah is, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying we're going to show Ibrahim alayhi salam the kingdom of the heavens and the earth so he can be from those who have yaqeen. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is almost urging Ibrahim alayhi salam to go on a thought journey, go and explore with your mind. Because imagine now, if you constrict someone thinking and they just come to the deen on a 70-80% level, but then when the person close to them, like their parents disappear or pass away, are they going to hold on to the deen after the parents pass away? No. So then why do we put in place for people dangerous boundaries where they can't think? We should be open to people's questions. We should ourselves explore things which people feel like, no, that's dangerous. Yeah, of course, it is dangerous. There has to be a bracket here. There has to be like a caution where, people can't be carried away, and maybe the right people need to go and look into these things. But on the flip side, even someone who's not qualified, quote unquote, Islamically qualified, he still has a brain. So let him use his brain, because via the aql, they'll, inshallah, with like clean thinking and sincerity, they'll come to the truth that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the creator. Like, I think it was Ibn Taymiyyah, he said, Al-aqlu dabatun tusiluka ila qasr sultan, that the brain is like the animal that you embark upon it and it takes you to the castle of the leader, the castle of the sultan. Meaning, the mind, through like reflection and contemplation and questioning, it has its function. But then when you reach the castle of the sultan, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then on that point onwards, regarding questions about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's existence, etc., khalas, you figured it out now. But I'm even saying when it comes to rulings and wisdoms that comes in the Qur'an, like why would Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala push forward for like a hand to be chopped off? People should discover these things and make sense of where does this actually sit. Is that actually barbaric? Is it barbaric when you have an entire society where the needs are fulfilled and they're not like capitalist prices today of food and bills and rent and mortgage, when everything is balanced and someone is constantly reminded of, even their basic needs are looked after, and someone else comes and steals on top of that? I mean, who's the criminal here? The system or the person? When the system has catered. But do you see the point I'm trying to make, dear viewers? We have to think on a critical level. And if we don't think on a critical level, we're never gonna have yaqeen. We're just gonna be followers, at best informed followers. But we're not gonna be people who embody Islam ourselves and can carry it anywhere, because that's what yaqeen does. The moment someone goes away from their bubble, they struggle. How am I gonna say this? How am I gonna do this? How do I reply? Maybe it's because critical thinking was never a part of who they were. So from the story of Ibrahim alayhi salam, when he's on his journey to recognizing who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is very important for us as believers to, inshallah, be critical thinkers and have yaqeen in why we believe in what we believe in. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us of those who are of the muqineen, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us of those who are constantly using their mind to get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Jazakumullah khair wa assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.